Yo, what's going on, guys? So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with a shin. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because my buddy here has no internal or external rotation, so whenever he tries to move it, go ahead and try to move it. That's about as much as he gets. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can help him gain some range of motion. All right, so right here what we're doing is we're actually working the shin. And so we have, right here we're working the shin and the ankle. Now, right here, as I was palpating through, immediately I found all of this densification right here, all of these knots, and it's really pulling in. So what I'm doing right here is I'm going to go through and start feeling out with the fascia blaster and really figuring out where a lot of that densification is. I'm feeling an immense amount of pressure and almost like adipofascial restrictions, but it doesn't feel like it feels like just myofascial restrictions, if I'm being honest, meaning it's going to be both muscle and fascia. And it's also pulling over here on the shin, creating this like intriguing little tension around the shin that's obviously going to be pulling most likely to the calf area. Now let's see what happens when we open up this tension right here and see where it goes. I'm gonna go in, use the precision vibration in the area. Just like that. And we're going to be pulling all along the shin right here, and as well as in the ankle. Just like that. And start warming up the heated scraper. Now that it's softening up, I can kind of dig a little bit deeper. Let me palpate on the other side, see what we got going on over here. We have a little bit of densification on this ankle as well, but not as much as the other side. So we're going to keep continuing on the other side first. Expectedly, I was thinking that I was going to go up here on this right portion of the shin, but I'm really finding that there's a lot more tension on the inner portion rather than the outer portion of the shin. And so I'm going to go in right here. And I can feel all of this pulling, and if I move the ankle up and down, so the densification that I'm feeling right here is all right here on this side, and it's really interesting because it's pulling all over into the calf area and from the shin. So as I work through like this, I can feel all the bumps inside of it. It's almost like it's infested with knots, honestly. So I'm working through all of this area, and we opened up the shin, we opened up the ankle over here, feeling really, really good. But again, this shin is now where we're gonna really do a lot of primary focus on because of all of these densifications and knots in this area. Let's see if we get any audible cues. We don't, but I can feel the vibrations as I'm moving the fascia blaster through this area and moving upwards. Right in here. This is where it really is. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the 10 unit again to go ahead and use the precision vibration to get the muscles into parasympathetic state, which means that they're going to be relaxing. And I'm going to grab my heated scraper. This one's a little low on battery, so I'm swapping it out right here. There we go. And now continue on. There it is. So now this is now relaxed right here. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to work closer to the shin. So we were just working all around right here towards the calf. Now I'm going to be working towards the shin. So I'm going to be working in like this all the way up. Just like that. Beautiful. All the way up we go. Here I can really feel where it starts to bounce right over the shin muscle that's right parallel to it. Tibialis anterior does play a factor in it as well. Okay, right here. Now that this is nice and warm, just continue to work it all the way through. And as we extend this way, I begin to see the tension pull deeper and deeper into that calf area. So I'm going to continue to work that way. Just like that. Very rarely do I use my left hand to go ahead and do the scraping. It's always usually primarily with my right, so it feels kind of weird. Right there. Beautiful. How are you feeling? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you feeling any kind of sensations?
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah? What does it feel like?
It feels like you're pulling on the part that I couldn't feel. That was nothing.
Yeah? Is it starting to get some more like actual sensation?
A little bit,
So again, let's go ahead and try to do another movement. Let's go ahead and try to rotate the leg again. And we're getting a little bit more rotation than we did earlier on. Just like that. Is that the most you've been able to move your leg in a while?
Yeah, dude.
How does it feel for you?
For sure, it feels a little bit better.
Yeah? Good, good. I mean, this is a huge complex issue that's just not going to be solved in one session for sure. But as long as we get an improvement, and also the other thing is that this is something that's not just solely here in the shin. It's going to be up here in the quads. It's going to be in the hamstring. It's going to be in the calves, deeper in the calves. And it's just about taking it piece by piece, so that way we can bring as much alleviation as possible, and so that way we can get an increase of that range of motion. Right here, we're gonna go in right here now, real quick. Okay, back over. Definitely feels a lot looser. You can see how much it pulls on the entire leg, even up here. As he moves, you can see how the whole leg just like kind of collapses this way. And it almost looks like this area is basically dead. There we go. So now we're working on the popliteal area. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and bend this out. And I'm gonna work right here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work that little, basically where it pulls on the popliteus, popliteal area, right behind the knee. And also it's going to be where the iliotibial band kind of inserts over here. Because what I noticed is that as soon as we move the leg, there's a huge restriction right here in this area. You know what would help a little bit of this is a little bit of tuck-in therapy. So we're going to get the hammers. Just going to do a little light tap, so pop. And just a little bit more. Just like that. Boom. like that. It loosened up tremendously. How you doing, bro? You okay? You surviving?
I'm good, bro. You just keep doing what you gotta do.
Okay. Well, now let's get into some little bit of myofascial decompression. So we're gonna get cupping in the area. Okay. We're gonna start over here on the shin area. We use silicone cups around the shin. Around the ankle. So right here. See if I can get it over here. There we go. Beautiful. Continue on. Okay, so now we have the cups on and we trace the tension from here all the way down into the ankle. We're gonna go ahead and leave these cups on for 5 minutes and then we'll check back in a moment. Alright guys, so now it's been about 5 minutes, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and remove the cups. So now we're gonna just pull them off. Pulling off the silicones first down here. And then we have all of the plastic cups right here. And so far it's looking pretty good. Not a lot of restriction to the fascia. Over here we just remove these, remove this, remove that, and remove that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick polish. How's it feeling, bro?
Yeah, it's feeling loose.
Is it feeling a little warmer?
Yeah. I felt the blood rushing back to it again.
Yep. That's perfect. So now let's go ahead and try to rotate it again. Good. The ankle's rotating. Now try to rotate the leg. There you go. It's not getting a full rotation, but it's getting a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Before you couldn't even swing like that.
No, not at all.
So just like that, in about a short span of time, we were able to trace the tension on one side. He's probably gonna need it on the other. But for this video, this is where we're gonna go ahead and end. I'm John of Graded Therapeutics. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one.